So good morning YouTube and welcome to another video here in Vietnam. So I'm starting the day off here by jumping into the pool and wake myself up with a cold plunge. So it's getting hotter and hotter here. It's still early in the morning. It's 7 in the morning. So for the last couple of days I choose to start my days here at the pool early in the morning because there's no one here except me and the swim guard. So I'm completely alone, as you can see behind me. And you get this, calm start of the morning at the same time as the sun slowly going up as well. So this has been my morning routine for the last days, and for the last week or so I've been also reflecting more about my time here. And for you guys that have been following me for a while now, you know that I already left Sweden. I left Sweden early January 1st actually, and I came first to Bangkok, spent 1 month in Bangkok, then 1 month in Phuket, and it's now March and I spent in total 3 weeks in Ho Chi Minh City, and I have 1 week left in this city. So in total it's almost 3 months since I left Sweden. It's 3 months since I left, my whole life behind me. Left my 9-to-5 job as a product manager. I left my apartment. I sold, all clothes, all things that I had, all electronics, all furniture and everything. And just booked a one-way ticket to the other side of the world and started a new life. And I've been reflecting now for the last week or so, because when you're here having so much fun and you're doing a lot of fun things, but it's not until, the last week here that I've been thinking of all the things I've been doing. I was actually, looking through my phone, scrolling through all photos and scrolling through all videos, and I realized I have been doing so much here in Asia. I mean, so much. Because sometimes when you're doing stuff all the time, you forget that you're, living in the present moment. Because I'm a guy who always lives in the future. I'm a hard time, living in the present moment, because now mentally I'm already in April, but it's April in, 8 days. So I'm still ahead of my time. I'm still, thinking about the things I'm going to do. But the last week now I've been reflecting more about my time and try to, slow down the pace and live in the present moment, because that's one thing that I've been very bad at. So I have around 8 days left here in the Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. So I said to myself, okay, the last week here I'm gonna, slow down the pace and I'm gonna enjoy time much more than I've been doing before. So one thing that I think helped me was that I, as I said earlier in this video, I went up to the pool alone here in the morning, because you get this alone time, but you're still out in the nature, still out in the environment. So I would not say that I've been stressed, because I absolutely not been stressed since I moved from Sweden. But the thing is, you're having all these new impressions everywhere. I've been to 2 countries already. 2 months in Thailand and now 1 month in Vietnam, and there are so much new things to see and explore and eat and new people to hang out with. So I've been focused a lot of doing fun things, and that also made me want to do everything at once. So in that time you don't enjoy everything in a moment as you should be, because I think that because it's so much new impressions, you're living in a total new environment, new country, everything is new. So you want to do it all, and you want to put everything into a short time frame. But I also try to remind myself, because I don't have any deadline. I'm not going back to Europe anytime soon. I don't have any apartment, I don't have any job, I don't have anything left there. So I don't have any deadline. So basically I can slow down my pace, which I'm doing right now, and trying to just live the day by day, instead of living in the future and try to do everything at once. So with that being said, I'm gonna swim here. I have 100 calories to burn, so see you later.
Yêu ai, yêu cả một đời, tình nhiên quá khắc khe khiến cho đời ta đau tuổi cả lòng, vì yêu ai mà lòng hằng nhớ.
So I transfer myself to the park, and honestly, I feel kind of bored, you know. And as I said early in this morning, I need to, you know, slow down my own pace to, you know, live more in the present moment. So I figure, okay, I can just go out and take a bench here in the park and just enjoying. I would not say it is a beautiful view. It is just a normal park I'm going to show you here. And at the same time, I don't want to do, you know, all this tourist stuff because I'm not a regular tourist. I live here right now, and, you know, I relocate myself to different cities in different countries. So by that being said, I don't want to do, you know, all this tourist stuff and go on tours and so and see all these, you know, the tourist things. Because I want to have, you know, a normal lifestyle, just as I had when I was living in Sweden and living in Europe. Because then, you know, I had my routines, I had things to do every single day. Of course, I was working my 9-to-5 job, but now I have so much free time. And some days it's going to be very, very slow, honestly. So I actually, after I record this vlog, I'm going to watch a Netflix series. I'm going to watch Netflix here in the park because now I'm recording on the tripod. So I just gonna put the tripod in front of me and watch a Netflix series here. But honestly, if you have any tips for my position, or if you've been to a similar position where you travel for a long time, or you relocate yourself to another country and you get bored, so what are you doing? So please drop a comment below, because I really, really want to know. Because the last thing I want to do is, you know, doom scrolling TikTok and doom scrolling Instagram. I want to do something with more of a value. Of course, I'm doing this YouTube now, but when I'm not recording and I'm not editing, I need something to do. So please, if you have any tips and tricks on how to survive a boring day when you're living abroad, so please drop a comment. I would really appreciate in getting some help out here.